Ooh, baby, it's way up with Angela Yee. And who better to be here today than Jasmine Brand?
Yes.
I'm not just any brand. I'm my own brand.
Because y'all know we look to the Jasmine Brand all the time for all of the updates on everything. All right, well, the word on the street is now that Diddy is going to spend some more time behind bars. His release date has now been pushed back.
Yikes.
So they've updated his release date to June 4th, 2028. It was originally May 8th,
Right.
2028. And that's after reports that he violated prison rules.
Okay.
He was convicted of 2 counts of transportation to engage in prostitution. And it's not clear, so we can't say that it's because of these violations.
Right.
But we do know that it has been pushed back. They said he was allegedly caught drinking homemade alcohol, a mix of Fanta soda, sugar, and apples that were left to ferment for 2 weeks.
I definitely would be drinking in jail if I could. I would sneak and drink.
What if he was like, I didn't know you couldn't do that?
I didn't know.
I can have fermented apples. And Ciroc is grapes, right? Fermented grapes.
Sure.
It's grape-based vodka.
Sure.
All right. Well, they considered moving him to a new unit, but ultimately they let him stay put.
Okay.
Now, his spokesperson said that it's not true.
Okay.
And that he was not drinking alcohol, but other people are saying it is.
Okay.
And then most recently, allegedly, he violated another rule. He made a 3-way call from prison, and they don't allow inmates to add multiple people on a call. So he was at risk of losing phone privileges, but they said he did not break any prison policies. He's in the drug treatment program. He's working in the Chapel Library. They said that, by the way, that's a very coveted job. Working in the Chapel Library. Yeah.
The Chapel Library. Okay.
So we shall see. I know he's still working on getting that presidential pardon.
Oh, yeah, because he might not even be there then, so.
All right, Tracy Ellis Ross is talking about how she was not able to self-fund her beauty brand Pattern. So she ended up onboarding business partners in order to get that capital. She was on an episode of Aspire, and here's what she said.
I found business partners and they are...
Oh, I thought that you went out and you raised that. You used your own money.
No, and I purposely did not. I will also tell you, I'm a black actress in Hollywood. I did not have that money to use.
Do you regret that decision?
Not at all.
No.
I am majority owner of the company. The difference is I brought this fully fledged idea to my business partners. And when I brought it to them, I already had retail partners.
I would love not to have to use my own money for my businesses or business.
I mean, you know what? I will say this. After talking to a lot of founders, there's a lot of pros and cons either way.
Okay.
And one thing I will say, I know people that work on her brand. Everybody says she's very hands-on.
Oh, great.
And everything and like all of the products, she is super involved, which I think is important because your name is on it.
And she's a majority owner, so.
But one thing I will say about, raising your own money and versus raising money versus using your own money. And this is something that we've seen happen with other people's businesses where they end up raising money. Like Pinky will tell you about it with Slutty Vegan, how you end up potentially losing your company because
that's very
of
much
that.
possible. Yep.
Right. So I'm sure she's worked out her deal a different way, but it is something that people have to keep in consideration, like the slow growth of owning it, using your own funds. And then eventually when you want to sell like Mayel Organics did, she had full ownership to be able to do that. So a lot of times when you have people invested, you have to go to them to make decisions, and it's not easy.
Yep.
All right, when we come back about last night, we'll discuss what we did last night. Man, what was I doing last night? It feels like it was so long ago. I'm just living day to day, y'all. It's way up.